Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. In the last video we continued our way through Area 3, taking down several optional and required portrait ghosts in the process, and now we're back towards Madame Clairvoya on the first floor in the Area 2 section of the mansion. Why? Well, when we talked to her earlier, she mentioned if we find any items, we should bring them to her. We found 4 of Mario's items, so let's see if she can say anything about them in specific. Hello, Madame. What is this object you have here? Show it, please. To Madame Clairvoya. What is this? If it isn't Mario's glove! Aha! Still damp with the sweat of the living. Just one moment. Did I just say Mario? Could it be... that Mario? Ah, I see now. Well, I see everything, so I saw it before. But now I really see it, so you are the brother of the famous Mario. And you've come to this place to find him. Well, aren't you a good little brother? Excuse me, I don't laugh much. Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come, spirits of power. Come, spirits of sight. Show to me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan. Use your darkling power to show us all you could. I mean, can! Show us all you can! Show us this Mario. The light of the spirits come. Show us what we seek. I see that your Mario lives. Well, he's not in the spirit world, but one cannot say he's alive. Excuse me, sorry. Where is he? Where is he now? The spirits fall silent. This is all I can tell you for now. Bring to me another clue and I will show your brother to you. This clue no longer speaks to us. Prepare for a lot of the same dialogue over and over again, as the lines between the actual items you show her don't really change. If it isn't Mario's shoe, why the soul is so worn as if he's walked 1,000 miles. Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come, spirits of power. Come, spirits of sight. Show me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan. Use your darkling power to show me all you can. Show us all you can. Show us this Mario. The lights of the spirits come. Show us what we seek. Your Mario is imprisoned, but where? Oh, where is he being held? Yes, a painting. Your Mario has been imprisoned within a painting. My orb shows an odd altar in... Come on, you stupid orb. Yes, above it, your Mario trapped in a painting. I cannot concentrate. The spirits are leaving me. If you wish to know more of your Mario, bring more of his dropped items. That's 2 of the 4 we've shown already. I think she does read the items in a special order, and I've heard if you go through this a certain way, you can actually get a pretty rare soft lock. If it isn't Mario's letter, give it to me. I'll read it at once. Sure, it's okay. I'm a licensed letter reader. What? Let's see. Look out for booze, Luigi. Is that all? Not a novelist, your Mario. This must have been written in quite a hurry. Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come, spirits of power. Come, spirits of sight. Show me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan. Use your darkling power to show us all you can. Show us all you can. Show us this Mario. The light of the spirits comes. Show us what we seek. Listen, can you hear it? The inner voice of your sweet, beloved Mario. Oh, horrors, what is this? A king? King Boo? What is this King Boo? I do not understand just what he means, but beware of King Boo. This is what your brother wishes to say to you. Oh, yes, a Boo who wears a crown, I see. This is King Boo. So, he is the one who has captured your Mario. I can say no more. Spirits leave me even now. I've always found that specific reading a little weird because in most cases, you're going to get that letter and see King Boo before you can even give it to her through the scene we saw in the well, so What is this? If it isn't Mario's hat, why it's so clean as if someone just washed it! Sorry, sometimes I like to add a little drama, you know. Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come, spirits of power. Come, spirits of sight. Show to me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan. Use your darkling power to show us all you can. Show us all you can. Show us this Mario. The light of the spirits comes. Show us what we seek. Aha! I can hear it. Your brother Mario. He cries out for you. What? The power of the boos? You wish to tell us something of their mysterious boo power? Oh, The boos do indeed have strange powers. When they gather in numbers, their power grows stronger. But they do fear your mighty Poltergust 3000. I fear that I only have enough power within me to read one more of your brother's dropped items. My strength ebbs away. Which, that's good timing, because there's only one left and we still have yet to find the final item. You can theoretically save all that to do it once, but I think that's part of what potentially makes the rare soft lock happen, is if you take all of them to read with her at once. Because sometimes it just skips one for some reason, but also there's just some weirdness with how this game saves, where because you save after every boo, if you don't do things in certain orders, you might, say, enter a room, grab a thing, not get a boo there, turn the console off, load it up, back up, and you have to get that item again. It's weird. I've had the occasional weird soft lock in this game happen, but like I've seen like maybe 2 or 3 over the years, and I barely remember what they are. I think most of the time it was like, oh, I fell for the thing that makes the key despawn later on, or things of that nature. I found this room a little finicky when I was a kid. What you have to do here is light up the candles and then stand in the center of the star between them. For some reason, young me just couldn't figure that out, or at least it was kind of weirdly sticky about things. You know, that would be surprising if this wasn't most of what the rooms in the game are. So this room's going to throw a bunch of enemies at you. The standard orange ghosts, who we actually haven't seen a little bit now I think about. More of the shy guys and all that. Rooms like this, after you get the element bar, definitely not only get a little rarer to begin with, but also much easier, because if you're good about just slightly holding the analog triggers down rather than just forcing it all the way until it clicks, you can get a lot of damage out of the full element bar to the point where most rooms can probably be cleared just by using that. Takes a little longer probably than just actively trying to vacuum some of the ghosts, especially things that might have like 40 HP, but like, the safety of it's honestly kind of worth it. Because what really makes the element so effective is that unless it's specifically an elemental ghost that has like an elemental shield that's vulnerable to a specific element, all ghosts are vulnerable to it. And that's almost absurd. Almost. Not quite all the way. Alright, that's another room clear. Let's get ourselves the boo and then move on to the room to the east, which is our next major stop. Boonswoggle's always been one of my favorite boo names. Honestly, all the boo names in this are great. I haven't been reading most of them out because there's just so many of them, and I'm usually focused on talking about something else. Oh no! That's the thing I brought up earlier. That boo has now fled to the third room we explored in the game. So if I want to get that now, I have to backtrack all the way over there. And we will be doing that momentarily. I first off want to go back over here and get an ice element just to have it on me. But also, I want to take care of the room to the east, the one where that boo spawned in, as doing that first means I don't have to backtrack there later on, and I can, after grabbing that boo, take care of the thing we can do with the thing we're going to get over here. Also, seemingly, there's another boo in here. I think that might just be one of the beach balls, probably. Our goal here is the observatory. In specific, we want to investigate the telescope that's right there. Notably, I don't think you can actually get any money in this room, really. I'd like to visit outer space someday. Well, good news. Super Luigi Galaxy. Also, technically, you went there in Mario Party 2, so a little late for that, Luigi. Moon! Welcome to space, Luigi. Your wish has been granted. This is probably one of the worst cases of depth perception in the game, because you need to grab the shooting stars with the poltergust and shoot them at the moon. But because of the distance, actively getting your shot to be accurate is weirdly precise, especially on probably your first run. I'm a little used to it at this point. As you can see, I have the general direction right, but it just never felt right. Never feels quite clean as a shot, I suppose I should say. And there is our 5th of 5 Mario items. Why he had an invincibility star on him and it did nothing, I do not know. You found Mario's star. My, what a glittering beauty. So with that, we'll now be able to take that back to Madame Clairvoya and get the final reading from her. And while we're over there, we might as well take care of the Boo who fled, as we're going to be closer to that region anyway. I believe it's coming up here that I actively do the speed up to get back to that region. Again, the faster way to actually get over there would be to use the mirror in the washroom here on the 2nd floor to my left. Left? I could have said west or left, but I went directly in the middle, huh? Nah, we're gonna go after the Boo first, because I'd like to get as many Boos as I can as soon as I can. If a Boo flees to a later area, not much I can do about that, but I want to max my counter out as soon as I can. Absolutely the worst case scenario with the Boos, though, is when they flee to a later or earlier game area like this, that is a backtrack and a half as it is anyway. And then as you're trying to catch them again, they flee back in the direction they just came from, and you have to trek the long way around again, because there's no mirror shortcuts back to an area like this, for instance. Towards those areas, rather. And then when you get over there to find them again, they just go right back to the room they fled to in the first place. I have probably wasted upwards of 3 or 4 hours in this game over the years just chasing Boos back and forth. And while that doesn't sound like a lot, it really starts to build on your nerves. Hello again, Madame Clairvoya. What is this object you have here? Show it, please. To Madame Clairvoya. What is this? If it isn't Mario's star, what otherworldly beauty? Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come spirits of power, come spirits of sight. Show to me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan, use your darkling power to show me all you could. Show us all you can! Show us this, Mario. The light of the spirits comes. Show us what we seek. Ah, the spirits return to me. I see, I see. I see your dear Mario. The scene appears before me. What is this? Bowser? How can this be? I see the hideous form of Bowser. Is Bowser somewhere in this mansion? I cannot believe it. And yet I see it. I thought that Mario had soundly defeated Bowser. Has King Boo somehow revived Bowser? This could be horrible. Well, for you. No, the powers leave me. The spirits depart. This is all I can show you, Luigi. That was the last of my power. But I have given words to what the spirits have shown, so I can return to my painting satisfied. Send me there now, you vacuum-wielding rogue. Ah, finally I can return to the piece of my painting. Sweet happiness in oils. I thank you. I thank you, kind Luigi. Madame Clairvoya as a quote-unquote boss fight is just her laughing and then pretty much just accepting the fact she's going to get vacuumed up. With that said, she still does try to resist and run away from you. And because of the general furniture load in this room, it's actually very easy to get your capture broken. And thus, you're just not going to get the big pearl. For being a very docile boss fight, she is arguably one of the hardest to get a gold rank in the game because of the layout of the room alone. But defeating her lets us get our next key, and as we take a look at where we're heading, we're finally heading up to the 3rd floor of the mansion. We're heading up to the attic. Well, so we can go get our 23rd Boo, I suppose. Oh, Boo ball, god dang it. The really annoying thing about the Boos is that I swear after you get a fake out like that, be it the bomb or the Boos, they relocate very soon after, and in my experience, like, probably at least 7 times out of 10, they relocate to the same place the fake out just was, just to mess with you even more. Which, you know, would be in character. With that said, just to speed up the process a little bit, we are going to be speeding our way back up to the 2nd floor hallway from here. As while it's not that many rooms away, Luigi's walking speed at times like this can leave a lot to be desired. Honestly, in retrospect, part of me kind of wished maybe Luigi would get maybe a little bit more of a speedy jaunt when he's going through an area he knows is cleared and safe like that. Because while he has a different walking animation in lit up rooms because he doesn't have to use the flashlight, and it's a really cute animation, I gotta say. Do wish he just maybe got a little more confident like that in areas like that, just to make backtracks or searches for things just a little more easy to redo. But at the same time, that would be so, I'm not gonna say pointless, but it wouldn't just be that useful in the long run because you're in darkened rooms for more of the game than not. So, That's one of those that would be like putting a band-aid over uninjured flesh, I guess is the analogy I'm going to use there. Where like, yeah, that fixes a problem that doesn't even really exist. So this next room's a little interesting. This is the safari room. The ghosts in here don't spawn until you actively vacuum the animal heads mounted on the wall, but also one of the last pieces of cheese is in here so we can get one of the last golden mice. Now, what's interesting about this room in the fan base's legends is that there's actually one hell of an urban legend associated with this place that would have implied that there was a cut boss ghost who would have been a safari hunter. But from what we can tell, that was just flavor text, I believe in either a strategy guide or in an issue of Nintendo Power, effectively stating that there was a ghost here that wanted to add Luigi to the wall. That's a water ghost, by the way, and since I don't have fire or ice, I can't do much about that, so quickly speeding back up here to get the ice ghost again and head back up there. Thankfully, when it comes to rooms like that, I think if you leave midway through, the ghosts you've defeated stay defeated. Not the only urban legend associated with the game either. There's one notably in the 4th chapter that's mostly just due to a quirk of the game's lighting system that I'll talk about when we get there. And there might be a couple of others I'm forgetting as well. Also, I just realized I never read Madame Clairvoya's profile, did I? Madame Clairvoya, the freaky fortune teller, her close connection to the spirit world lets her see nearly 49 days into the future. How bizarrely specific. Now, also worth noting, the elemental ghosts in here, I believe are a variety we haven't seen yet. They specialize in doing giant ground pounds and send out a surprisingly large shockwave around them. So if you combine them with the trash can ghosts that are throwing banana peels all over the place, it's very easy to rush around and accidentally take damage up, down, and sideways in here in scenarios like this. With that said, there's not many of them in the game compared to a lot of the other ghosts. You don't have to worry too much, but at the same time, be careful. Notably, if you wanted to and you're trying to explore on a first playthrough, you can actively go to the hallway to our left. But you can't do anything in there because all the doors in there besides the one you come through are locked. So we need this key to access the next room over here. The attic, notably, I think has the least rooms out of any floor in the game, outside of maybe the basement. If you take a look at the map when we were looking at like the breaker room earlier, but not a lot to worry about. We're gonna be here a decent chunk. Oh, god dang it, booze. With that said, once this boo is caught, I'm gonna once again speed up and backtrack, I believe, to the washroom on the 2nd floor, because I want to grab some water element for the next room we do at the start of next part. Now, you don't necessarily need it right now. You can get it later, but I want to get as much money as I can as soon as I can. So I'm going to do it the first opportunity I can, because there's going to be some plants over there we're going to want to water. Also, be careful of those little bomb enemies. If you touch them, they explode, but also if you vacuum them up, they explode. And it's surprisingly easy to do that as you're trying to potentially grab any golden mice and things like that. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in Part 8, we're going to go finish off Area 3. See you guys then.